What did the average person not see that was really going on here?
I think that was what was actually interesting. What would be the dynamics like when you're in the courtroom or like you're in the overflow room, and then you're navigating like through the lunchtime, right? And like for me specifically, like when you're doing these videos, and then you have to go to the bathroom, and Quincy's in the bathroom, or
Right,
King is in the bathroom, or
right.
then you're in the cafeteria and you're ordering a bagel, but then it's like you kind of want to talk about, Cassie saying that she's got cold sores all in her mouth and been urinated on, and we're all gagging. But then you got the son right behind you. It's like it was kind of like they know you, and they kind of want to get a feel for who you are, but then you don't want to really make eye contact because you're
Did you
like,
interact
what are
with
they
them?
think? Huh?
Did you interact with any of the kids?
So King said what's up to me once. I was like, oh, he must have seen the video. He talked to me in the cafeteria. He was like, what's up? I was like, what's up? You know what I mean?
But there was one day we caught one of the twins kind of wiping her eyes as she was walking
Mhm.
out of the courtroom. And I said, that's the first emotion that we've seen from the girls. Now, when they were in the back, to Armand's point, when they weren't in the cafeteria and they were kind of huddled, you would see them just kind of trying to get love for each other after some of that damning testimony. One day when I was in the courthouse, I mean, with the sex tapes and the videos, and the girls had to get
The
up and
girl, they
leave the
had to
courtroom.
leave. They had to leave the courtroom.
Yeah, it was hard for the girls to hear the real salacious stuff, right? Like
They were
they
in there for the urinate, the pee talk, the piss talk. They were in there for that.
They were in there for
urinating
that, and then
into
they never
Cassie's.
came
What did
back
they, yeah,
again for that testimony.
what did they do? How did they react after that?
That's when they
Well,
left. They left
they
shortly
did
after.
leave. Yep. And what I noticed, and I wrote this in my notes, and he's right. Before they left, they couldn't look at the screen, so the girls would not turn because the TV monitor would be on their right side, and they wouldn't look when the CNN video was playing. They would look up, and their heads would go down like that, and then they would just start passing notes, and then it would go like this, and their heads would go down. They could not watch that video of their dad kicking the mess out of this woman, Cassie, who has been in their lives for the last decade as well. Since they were 8 years old, they have known Cassie. So
Yeah,
their heads went down.
Armand, it's an interesting split because the boys, Christian, Quincy, and Justin, are grown and older, and they had a stoicism about themselves and a sort of like flair, like we're gonna deal with this. And then the three teenage girls, the twins and Chance, they seemed much more fragile throughout this.
I don't know, because I feel like, Quincy was the only one to me that felt like really strong. Because Christian and Justin, they weren't sure.